to make sure that this whole challenge that we've been presented with is properly handled. You and I have continued to be in conversation about this matter, and we've realized its sensitivity and its complexity. But you and I are forever optimistic. We know that a solution is being worked on and a solution will be found. We welcome the commitment made by yourself, Honorable Prime Minister, to prioritize the implementation and the completion of the comprehensive national reform process in Lesotho. We commend the government and the people of the Kingdom of Lesotho for finalizing the action plan to monitor the completion of the reform process. Please be assured that South Africa will continue to support the SADC panel of elders and the Mediation Reference Group initiative in assisting Basotho to complete their national reform process. Thank you once again, Prime Minister, for paying a working visit to South Africa so that you and I can co-chair this historic inaugural session of the Binational Commission. We look forward to our ministers presenting the work that has been done at a number of levels, at the officials level, at the ministerial level, and today you and I, as we chair this Binational Commission, I am sure we will be able to hear a great deal of progress that has been made. I also wish to thank our respective ministers and senior government officials for their hard work and for the efforts they put in place to prepare for this meeting. I look forward to the presentation of the report on the ministerial session and the productive deliberations that have preceded the holding of this inaugural meeting. So, Prime Minister, thank you once again. We're delighted that you are here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency and dear brother, President Cyril Ramaphosa, and the co-chair of this important occasion, marking the official launch and the inaugural session of the Binational Commission between our two countries. But allow me first, co-chair, to recognize the presence of honorable ministers and the members of Council of Ministers under the BNC. Their Excellencies, the High Commissioners, senior government officials and heads of security agencies, distinguished members of the media, ladies and gentlemen present here. Mr. President and Co-Chair, we are indeed delighted to be here in this beautiful city of Tshwane, a historic city that was the spectacle of the world in 1994 when President Nelson Mandela took oath of office as the first black and democratically elected president of the Republic. Indeed, to us in Lesotho, and by extension, in the SADC region and the continent of Africa, it was a glorious moment, a moment of victory and hope, a moment of a new dawn. It is therefore in that very same spirit of a new hope and a new dawn that I've come to Pretoria leading a delegation of men and women from His Majesty's government, not only to strengthen ties and relations between our two countries, but more importantly, to celebrate a momentous and historic occasion of the official launch of the Binational Commission Agreement. The official launch of the BNC ushers a new beginning in the relationship between the Republic of South Africa and the Kingdom of Lesotho. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is well known that Basotho and South Africans share deep historical ties of language, culture, family and commercial bonds dating from the pre-colonial times. For centuries, our forebears freely interacted and enjoyed people-to-people relations that continue to underpin our relations even today. We are but the reflection of our past. The present and future bind our two countries together in fate and in destiny. The economies of our countries are not intertwined, but are greatly interdependent. As we hold this historic first session of the BNC, our duty and call is to build on the rich history between the two countries and the cooperation that is strong in many fields and respects. The BNC will serve as a platform for dialogue when we discuss issues of mutual concern, explore new opportunities and areas for cooperation and develop innovative solutions to our common challenges. It will foster a deeper cooperation and understanding between our two nations. The BNC will accelerate stronger cooperation in critical areas such as migration, trade, clean energy, water resources, infrastructure development, transport, agriculture, mining, digital technologies, and defense and security, among others. In giving life to the Memorandum of Understanding on political and diplomatic cooperation between our two countries, we shall continue to hold diplomatic consultations at different levels to harmonize positions on regional, continental, and international issues of concern and interest, including supporting each other's candidates for regional and international posts. As members of SADC, the African Union, the UN, and the Commonwealth, among others, our two countries share common values and principles and will continue to collectively strive for a fair and equitable international order that promotes peace and development. Our cooperation in consolidation of peace and security in our region, as evidenced by our participation in the SADC mission in Mozambique, bears testimony to these shared values. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the domestic front, we are meeting here today exactly on the eve of Lesotho's local government elections, which will, once again, see Basotho freely exercising their power to elect the parties and people of their choice to lead them in local councils. I am also happy to indicate that the Lesotho Parliament will resume its ordinary session in mid-October. And amongst the other issues, to register progress on the process of national reforms and pass the 10th Amendment Bill to the Constitution. In this regard, we remain forever indebted to you, Your Excellency, and to your facilitation team under the able leadership of retired Chief Justice Moseneke. It is worth noting that the BNC is launched when Basotho are preparing to celebrate and commemorate 200 years of the founding of Lesotho as a nation, state in 2024. This will not only be an occasion for celebration, but will also provide an opportunity for introspection as we lay a foundation for the Lesotho we want for the next 200 years. It is in this building, on the same theme, that we have decided to embrace our natural resources, which we have in abundance. As we would know, Mr. President, we have very clean and pure water, and we intend to use it for the benefit of Lesotho, Africa, and the world. I take pride, Your Excellency, in inviting your officials and your entire business community to participate in the Water and Hydro Summit that shall be held in Maseru on the 12th and 13th of October this year, where experts and technicians shall put their minds together and come up with strategies and plans of action to assist us achieve this dream. I would like to make a special plea to you, Your Excellency, for South Africa to work with Lesotho in making this dream a reality. In conclusion, let us celebrate this moment which bears testimony to the enduring friendship and cooperation between our two countries. Today we embark on a journey of shared prosperity, unity and progress, as espoused by the founder of the Basotho Nation, King Moshoeshoe I, and the first president of a democratic South Africa, President Nelson Mandela. I thank you, Your Excellency. I thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. I received a note earlier which said that members of the media would like to rest a little bit because they've been very busy carrying big cameras and all that. So they have requested that they be allowed to leave and go and rest, and that they will come back. So they've given us a promise that they will come back. So we now allow members of the media to go and rest as they have requested. So please go ahead, and we're granting your wishes to go and rest.